So an extraordinary life is living from the inside out.
Yeah, fall colors are there. See it?
You realize that your life is about you and that it's not selfish at all. In fact, when you don't put you first, you don't have anything to give. You're very limited, much less. When you start to want to line up with God, the universe, yourself, what comes from that, the love that you allow in, gives you so much more to give back. And so it's actually the least selfish thing you can do, because what you have to give and share becomes limitless when you let that in. And how to let that in is what extraordinary life is about. The steps, how to, I teach how to reframe, how to rebuild, and how to live in reverse, which is living from the inside out. Really, right from the start, we're often taught to live from the outside in. Like, you need to do what the teacher says, or you need to follow the instructions. Your parents are trying to keep you safe, so they're not intentionally teaching you to be disconnected, but because we're needing to follow all these different rules, we're learning to look at everything outside of us to validate ourselves. And the validation comes from within. You were born with who you are, and there's always room for expansion, but only when you learn to connect with yourself and you put yourself in that equation first. And then when you do that, when you operate from a place of the inside, then when other people are upset, you don't take it personally. Therefore, you have something to give them because you don't react back out of hurt and anger, because you're solid in who you are.
Out of curiosity, how many of you were taught growing up that you there was divinity inside of you, that you were divine? Me either. But the more powerfully I am able to walk in appreciation for myself every day, the more that as my love continues to be around you, you're going to feel some of it. Some of it is going to come through, because there's always chinks in the armor somewhere, right? And then you're pouring love all the time because you are allowing it by appreciating yourself. Truly appreciating yourself is allowing the love from the universe to come in and accepting your own divinity, both of which are incredibly powerful, because the connection is beyond anything you can experience any other way.
And how am I lined up with God, source energy, that lets that flow in magically and creates such a different life, completely different life? And how do I accept that for myself? And that's what extraordinary life is about.